Hey guys, back at you for more Blu-rays, and today I'm doing, I believe, I through M. We'll see how long my video is. And my first one is Independence Day 20th Anniversary Edition Steelbook. Now these steelbooks are awesome when it comes to these things. They're a little easier to open, and they protect movies a lot better. And Independence Day, one of the best Will Smith movies. And with aliens, kind of goes well. Next, I have the Independence Day Resurgence. Now, it's not as good as the first one, but it does have some funny parts. And plus, it's kind of hard to have the first one and not the second one. It kind of goes together. And next, I have Into the Storm. Now, if you love natural disaster movies, this one's good. I mean, it's got a lot of tornadoes, and it's got a really big one at the end. And it may give you some ideas on how to protect yourself during a tornado. And definitely don't go near fire tornadoes. Those definitely kill you. Next, I have The Italian Job. And this one I saw in theaters the same day I watched Hollywood Homicide. And it probably would have been better if I hadn't done that, because my bum was sore. But it's really good. These guys are really good together. And it's kind of hard to go a little wrong with Jason Statham. And next I have double feature of Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2. The first one was dull. I'll have to admit that. The greatest part was when she ran over the freaking thing with the car half a dozen times at least. And the second one, a lot better. Even though it probably is sillier. And if you watch deleted scenes, there's a part in there where some kids are running towards a truck, which I think is still deleted scenes, and it says no crows were harmed in the making of this movie. Makes it funny to watch those. Next, I have Jeff Dunham's very special Christmas special. Now, for a guy who plays with dolls, it's funny. And my favorite character is probably Ahmed, but I love them all on this one. And I love the songs, especially Jingle Bombs and Oh Jeff the Thaw, which you have to watch to understand. And then I have Jeff Dunham's Controlled Chaos, which the first time I watched this one, I could not stop laughing. It was so funny, especially with Ahmed and about women's toiletry stuff for their time of the month. Yeah. Definitely gotta watch that. And this one, Jeff Dunham's Unhinged in Hollywood. I originally got it from my mom, but when she passed away, I got it. And you can definitely tell it's later in his life, but still good. Still good. Next, I have Jennifer's Body, which is probably Megan Fox's best role because it seems more realistic to her. Yeah. She's basically a zombie that eats a lot of people. And then Amanda Seyfried's character gains a little powers at the end. Very interesting. And then I have Jumanji, the original. And the second one I don't have yet, but I'm planning on getting it sometime. It's really funny. And like I said, how hard can you go wrong with Robin Williams? It is very hard to do that. Because he is just an incredible actor, and I do miss him. Even though I've never personally met him. I do miss him. And next I have Jumper. Now some parts are good, and it's one of those I'll watch occasionally if I'm bored. Ooh, and this one also has a digital code, so if you are interested, subscribe and like and comment below, and I will enter you in on that one. But if not, I won't take it personal. It's not the best movie. Next, I have the original Jurassic Park Steelbook edition. And this one comes with both the Blu-ray and the DVD. The Blu-ray's black and the DVD's red. And this one is a good movie. It introduces dinosaurs back into us and really gives us science and what can go wrong if scientists don't play nice with nature. Now I have The Lost World, which the biggest problem with this one is they put it in the wrong climate. Because they were on a tropical island in near Brazil, or not Brazil, Costa Rica and all that. They shouldn't have filmed it in the redwoods. While it may have been realistic in the past for dinosaurs, they were being raised on a tropical island. It's only negative. I have Jurassic Park 3, which it was nice seeing Alan Grant back again and introducing a new enemy in the Spinosaurus and showing us what raptors are really like as a pack. Raptors are probably my favorite. Which I think they were my dad's favorite too. Then Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I like this one. And my favorite part is when Chris Pratt is riding through the jungle with his raptors. I wish they would have done more of that instead of giving us half of what they did. And again, this is another movie where the romance don't make sense. And I haven't watched this one quite yet, but Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom. I just haven't had a chance. Ooh, and I do have the digital code for this one. So if anybody is interested, like and subscribe and comment below, and I will do a giveaway on it. So, yeah. Even if it's just so you can have it. Next, I have Killers with Ashton Kutcher, Katherine Heigl, and Tom Selleck. This is funny. And watching them trying to kill one guy for a stupid mistake, not on the guy's part, but on the one who hired him, funny as hell. And next I have Kroll. This one is actually an early movie of Liam Neeson, and though he's not the star, he's still in it. An 80s movie, 1983. I was a year old when it came out. But it's kind of sci-fi-ish, fantasy all in one, and a very good movie. So if you just want a kind of science-y fantasy, that one's good. Okay. Now, I have Labyrinth, the 30th anniversary. When this movie first came out, it was kind of a flop. Didn't do as well as they thought. But now it's a cult classic, and I love it. And, come on, David Bowie. May he rest in peace. David Bowie. And a little fun fact, little baby Toby, he is one of the puppet designers, on the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance show. His parents were designers on the original, and he joined the fun for the TV series. Very interesting fun fact. So you can see him all grown up. Then I have The Last Witch Hunter, which, very interesting. Kind of puts a new twist on witch hunting and what they could do. And it's got Ygritte from Game of Thrones. Another one I have is Legend. This is the Ultimate Edition, so it has the director's cut and the theatrical version. Again, this is one that didn't do so well when it first came out, but is now a cult classic. And it's early days in Tom Cruise's career, so he's not so arrogant in this one. He can actually pull off the innocent force boy. Next I have The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. While some don't consider it very good, there are some dull parts, but it does get interesting. And come on, Sean Connery. The guy aged well, I can tell you that. Next, I have The Lost Boys, the first one. Definitely a goodie. But not kid-friendly, I should say, when they actually have all of it in there. TV didn't always show all the gruesome parts, so I didn't know. But it's a good vampire movie, and puts a new twist on them. Now, this one is not a mostly known movie. Definitely worth watching. Madhouse with John Larroquette and Kirstie Alley. It's funny. It's basically what happens when you let your house get crowded by house guests that won't go away. And it all starts with his cousin. His cousin comes in to visit with his crazy wife. Definitely one, if you can find it, you should watch it. And this one was a gift from my sister, or she just gave it to me because she didn't have, or didn't want it. Maleficent. Now, if you wanted to make Maleficent a good guy, yeah, it's worth it, but she's better as a bad guy. And it's not the best live-action Disney movie. And next I have quite a few of the Marvel movies. I'll do them in the order they came out, at least that I can remember. Iron Man. This came in a set of the 3 movies, so I got all 3. This one started it all. Next I have Iron Man 2. It's not as good as the first one, though. Then Thor, the first one, which was kind of dull for me the first time I watched it, but I watched it more later and actually started liking it. And I also have the digital code on this one, so if you like and subscribe and comment, I will pick a winner. So if you want Thor, there you go. Captain America, the first Avenger. And yeah, beginning with Captain America. When this one came out, it was actually the highest grossing one of all the Marvel movies so far. Clearly it's not now. But yeah, it's a good movie. And next is the first Avengers. And if you haven't seen at least one of these, you have really been living under a rock. Next, I have Iron Man 3. And this one was iffy, mainly because they turned what should have been an awesome bad guy into him. Well, I'm not saying he's a bad actor, just not good for the storyline. I'm not sure which one of these came out next, But I have Thor: The Dark World. Now, mostly it's not the best. But there were a couple parts I loved. And they all involve Loki. So there's a part in there, like when Jane smacks him, and he's like, I like her. And when they're flying the ship to try to escape, it's just funny with them. And then Loki's, oh look, you decapitated your father, or grandfather, with the statues. Just funny. Then I have Captain America, Winter Soldier, which I have to admit is not the best of the Captain Americas, but it does show him leaving behind his follow the government blindly kind of attitude, where he decides he'll just do what's right, even if it's not what everybody else wants. Next I have Guardians of the Galaxy. And funny, these guys are really good together. They actually did great at picking the cast. A must-see. The Avengers, Age of Ultron. Not the best of the Avengers, but still good. And does have a lot of funny parts in it. Ant-Man, which I liked. Great way to show the beginning of Ant-Man, and Paul Rudd was funny. And Captain America Civil War, which is kind of a Avengers 0.5, thing. Kind of a middle Avengers. Because they had 4 of the original 6, and then a few number of other people. Which is great to show them all getting together. And it shows an iconic scene from the comics. Next, Avengers Endgame. I didn't get Infinity War yet. Haven't had a chance, really. This one is the best. And has just about everybody. It's a great ending for the original 6 Avengers. And I have to admit, when I watched it in theaters, cried like a baby when Tony Stark died. And my nephew actually flipped out when Black Widow died. Okay, so I will have to do the rest of M in the next video, because this one's kind of long. So I will see you next time.